Welcome back, everyone, to the 2021 edition of Power and Revolution, the United States series, and this is episode number 5. And last episode, we were sending our military into the northern region of Afghanistan, and we were taking out the terrorist groups of the Mahajin, Mahadin, and so far we've been pretty successful. We only lost 15 troops or soldiers, and the Mahadin lost 3,056. So we're going to continue with that operation. And we're going to bring in some more equipment. All right, so we're going to do a surge and bring in as many troops as we can to just take over this region again, since it's in the red. And we're mainly using our missile launchers.
We are going headlong toward a terrible.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with the strike. Right?
Our agent's assessment is that there is a definite risk of him being spotted.
Let's get him out of there. And for the strike, we're going to send the police in. And let's see what else we
Our
have.
infiltrated agent was spotted and murdered.
All right. All right, so need to take out these camps. So a number of them are popping up all over the region. And let's bring this group up here. And we're just going to continue to bombard every terrorist camp that pops up until we can completely secure the region. All right, in the meantime, let's see what our growth is. Okay, so it's 7.56, which is pretty high. little too high. So to combat that, I'm gonna raise the tax rate for companies temporarily. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is gonna regulate marijuana. Put that. So that's definitely gonna pass. And then once that passes, we'll put a tax on it per gram, which I'm looking at about $14 per gram.
After their incursion into territory controlled by the terrorists, our soldiers must face attacks from these felons.
Okay, did we lose any more people? Yes, we did. So I spoke too soon, but we're going to continue this surge and we're going to get these terrorist groups out of here. I'm going to be very aggressive with them. Let's send some tanks over there.
And then let's not forget that.
And then two, let's give Afghanistan some more support. So we're gonna add another $500 million. And this is to help them combat these terrorist groups. And that will hopefully over time put less pressure on us.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Our scientific cell infiltrated an important research center.
So let's move these tanks over to the northeastern region. And let's bring in 10 more tanks from our base and let's go with another 2,000. So we lost a couple missile launchers.
Our scientific cell infiltrated an important research.
After their incursion into territory controlled by the terrorists, our soldiers must face attacks from these. After their incursion into.
Alright, so we're gonna have to strengthen our numbers up here to really combat these guys. And let's see, how many launchers can I get? So let's bring in about 25 more tanks. Alright, so let's see what our deaths have been. Okay, so we lost 2,000, but we took out another 5,000 of the Mahadin.
We are paying a very heavy tribute to this conflict.
And to make up for our losses, let's bring that up to 90, which is almost $1 billion. Let's get some more commandos. Yeah, well, they're going to have to get over that. We're in the middle of an operation.
After their incursion.
Alright, and get these guys here. Our popularity has suffered some. And let's go to energy real quick, since last episode we nationalized the nuclear energy sector. So let's hire another 8,000 workers. Let's look at this salary. The salary is good, so we keep it that way. Alright, so the marijuana referendum passed. So next we're going to go to... Wow, that inflation is really getting up there, so... Let's raise that to 3.25. And... cannabis consumption, we're going to make that $14 per gram. It's going to bring us in $233 billion. Let's see if we can even bump that up even more. No, that's not going to work, so... let's keep it at $14 per gram. Alright, tax on redundancies, we'll put that at 0.2. And tax on large fortunes, put that at 0.1%.
In the area of human...
Okay, so we have to work on CO2. So we're getting pressured about climate change. So let's build another 500 for that, and another 1,000. All right, and let's continue with this surge now. All right, so Pakistan is a little bit nervous since we're on their border. All right, so we completely took out that. All right, and see what else can. Alright, so they're trying to counterattack us.
Good morning. I didn't.
So utility vehicles, no. That's not going to work
I'd
out
be
for us.
Sure.
Let's see if we could do scientific cooperation with them. Alright, let's just go ahead and end that meeting there.
After their incursion into territory controlled by the terrorists, our soldiers must face attacks.
Alright, so it looks like we've been pretty successful now. We lost a lot more troops here, so alright, so our losses went up to almost 5,000.
We are paying a very
Alright, so that surge was somewhat of a success. As we cleared out all of the terrorist groups from that region. Now we have another one to deal with. So we're going to send 20 tanks. And 15 missile launchers over there. And we're going to send 3,000 troops over. Now, this would have been a lot easier had I had a air base close by that I could fly over. But I don't have a good relationship with these other countries. So really, Pakistan would have been the best bet. Because I could have brought an aircraft carrier up here. So I'll just have to deal with what I have for the moment. So let's bring 13 more tanks over. And we really need some missile launchers. So let's do a contract now. let's build some more missile launchers. Let's do another 20. And another 20. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Another 20. And let's do 7 for this last one. So we'll get that in about 2 months. All right, so let's see if missile launcher is within range. So surprisingly, this is green, but we have some terrorist camps over here. Let's just go ahead and say yes to these. So we need to figure out where to get some more missile launchers without leaving the area that we're taking it from deprived. So let's go with 20 from that base. And let's bring in now, it would be nice if we were able to steal the upgraded technology from China or Russia so we can build level 4.
Well done. You have just signed your first contract.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Our frontal attack against the enemy units which have ventured into our territory has had the effect of repulsing them.
Okay, so we are somewhat successful here. So let's go ahead and start firing on these camps.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Our agents that have infiltrated this organization confirm their window of opportunity. It goes without saying that the operation is risky, but if successful, the short and long-term benefits are almost incalculable, including by...
Alright, so let's give that a try. And while they're doing that, let's go to our networks. And let's put another 10 into Ukraine. And let's increase our international agents by 100.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so we have the anti-aircraft batteries.
We are paying a very heavy tribute to this conflict.
All right, so we lost a lot of personnel here. The Mujahideen, we took out 12,000 of them. So we have just under 4,500 remaining. So again, we're gonna have to be pretty aggressive with taking these guys out. And we have more popping up over in the region that we already pretty much have control over. Let's bring that missile launcher there. Give them support. And let's bring about 12. Send about 12 tanks over.
And then let's not forget that our runner.
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the habits of small groups has allowed us to strike a serious blow at the terrorists. We can now state with certainty that we have entered into a Najaf cycle, which is no less than an incitement to play the advantage, while the adversary's organizational foundations are destabilized.
Right, so this operation is successful. We're going into a new quarter, so we have 356 billion in debt. And we actually have a surplus now of 13.7 billion.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way the country trusts you moves me.
Okay, so the exoskeleton, we are going to hold off on that.
The relief teams have stopped searching and are preparing to return. There is no chance that anyone could have survived under that rubble.
Our sportsmen are ready.
All right. So let's go back to this region here. And it looks like these guys are trying to make a comeback. We're just going to continue to bombard them.
My fellow countrymen and women, on this solemn day, I want to express my pride and affection. Today, while celebrating the history and genius of our beautiful country, I wish to remember what unites us rather than what divides us in order to look into the future with confidence.
Alright, so what's going to happen is probably going to have to move up some. And I'm going to need some more tanks. Let's move that missile launcher up there for support.
The competition will begin.
Okay, who is this? Armenia, so yeah, we'll meet with them. Let's send our tank over here.
We are going to attack this country. Do you confirm?
Nah, we're not gonna attack them.
We are paying a very heavy...
I want to make sure the Mahadin are going first before we deal with the other group. And it looks like we lost the region again. So let's take a look at how many they have left. So they're just under 2,500 now that we have left to fight, and then we might as well go after the other group. Yeah, our growth is still high, which means probably our inflation is still pretty high. But our unemployment is down, so all right, and our deficit is down to negative 4.17, which is pretty good considering it was at 15 when the series
The
began.
population affected by the disaster is in a very precarious situation. Must have lost a lot and even everything and are asking the state for help to survive. So tell me, what budget do you want to allocate to compensate victims and reconstruct the affected areas?
Okay, let's see what else. So we'll give that amount there. So we have a lot of things being built, so I'm going to try to slow down with what I'm doing. And I'm sure the missile launchers being built isn't helping the situation. But that's something we really need.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract.
Alright, gold. That's not something we really need at the moment.
I'd be happy. Sure.
And let's look at the progress of our Hyperloop. So hopefully that should be done pretty soon, and that will help inflation lower down a bit. So I might as well just go ahead and take care of the dilapidated housing. 223,490. So that's all done, and then all we have left is new housing to do. And hopefully that should help bring down the poverty level as well. So let's start meeting with these countries to lower the interest rate. And let's meet with China again. Let's see what else. So we could meet with India. And Germany. Did I just hit that? Okay. So we can meet with Germany. So Luxembourg, we're going to meet with them also. And New Zealand, we'll meet with them. Switzerland, we'll meet with them also. And next should be Taiwan. So that should be it.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
We'll see if we could drop that down by
Very
percent.
well. Very. You're. No thank.
All right, so let's go back to Afghanistan now.
Your politics are on the right track.
Okay, so we have the support of the military, which is pretty good. So it looks like so we have this region in control.
I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept your offer. Very. You're not. No thanks.
All right, we're not going to do anything to the Russian staff.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept your offer. Very. You're not.
All right, so let's go to debt and see. So it was at 358. And let's take a look at some of... Okay, so the high-speed rail is done. About the El Paso. Alright, so that's still being built.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept your... Very kind. I'd be happy. Very well.
So
What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
I think this is close to the end.
Very well. Very kind. You're not... Sure.
And let's take a look at the crime. Crime is actually going down, so that's a good thing. Alright, so drug addiction has gone up. So we'll invest a little more into the drug task force. Out of curiosity, what is our unemployment rate now? 3.89, so that's good. And so we're investing more into employment. Spending less on the employment agency. So now let's go back to Afghanistan and see what else do we have there. And what about our networks? All right, so I think I'm going to end this episode. We've made progress with Afghanistan, even though we lost 5,000 men or 5,000 troops. Looks like that's starting that they're recruiting more. So we took out a large number of the Mahadin. So if you remember, this was at 3,000, and we now have it up to 12,000 that's been killed. So we're going to continue with this operation, until we get more of these guys eliminated. And hopefully we can build some kind of air base for support. And then this operation is really going to take off, and there should be a whole lot more results from the support from either the fighter jets or drones, which more than likely I'll have drones over there. But let's wait and see what happens for the next episode. So in the meantime, thank you for the support. Please click the like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you soon.